In today's video, how to start your weight loss journey. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul Ravella from ProPhysique.com, and in today's video, we're going to discuss exactly how you start a weight loss journey. Not just that, but also how to keep the weight off. And today's question comes from right here on my Instagram direct message. So if you'd like to send me a question, you can go to my Instagram direct message and do so. You can also drop a comment below. I try to reply to them all. And if you like this approach to nutrition, training, taking an evidence-based approach so you can reach some lifelong fitness goals, hit subscribe. That's what I love to do here. So let's read the question and then we're gonna get into it. I want to lose weight bad. I don't know how to start. Well, this is something that I've been really trying to address more and more recently, as I find there is a pretty big gap between people that have very little knowledge and people that are very good at coaching, okay, and very good at giving out information. So I've tried to fill in that gap with some free resources. So first things first, I'm gonna link below a bunch of the free programs that I provide at ProPhysique.com. I have a free beginner's guide on how to join a gym, set up a training program, and set up your nutrition. I have a free guide on how to become a flexible dieter. We'll talk a little bit about why I think that's a great philosophy. And I even have some other guides that are just gonna help you along your way. So go to ProPhysique.com, programs. There's a bunch of free ebooks that you can download. That's it. It's a great place to get started, okay? You're also here at a great place and a great community, so you can put your questions in the comments below and people will be kind enough to ask them. So where do you get started with a weight loss goal? I think the most important question is, why do you want to lose weight? Because the one thing I don't want to do is focus only on losing weight. I want to focus on improving body composition, okay? Now, usually that involves you losing a significant amount of body fat, but the best way to do that, in my opinion, is to slowly lose body fat and do some type of resistance training using a flexible diet approach and using a cardio setup that you enjoy, that can actually improve your life and not just feel like you're grinding yourself into the ground day to day, okay? So what is flexible dieting and why do I promote that? Well, we've all seen these programs that people get that are just a basic straight, here is a meal plan to follow. And sure, if you eat tilapia and asparagus and chicken breast and broccoli all day, there's a very good likelihood that you're gonna lose weight. There's also a very good likelihood that you're gonna end up binge eating and hating those foods because you just start to associate them with suffering. Flexible dieting is simply a system where we take the macronutrients that are in our foods, from chocolate cake to broccoli. They're all made up of protein, carbs, and fats. When we learn to hit our daily macronutrient goals, creating a caloric deficit for fat loss, it allows us to include things and not feel like we're suffering throughout the process. Yes, there's always going to be some restriction involved when it comes to dieting, but this system allows us to choose foods which we prefer. You can choose your protein sources. You can be a vegan. You can choose your carbohydrate sources, okay? You don't have to eat anything processed. But it also allows you to enjoy things. If you want to have a beer, if you want to have a shot of tequila, if you want to have dessert, there's a way that we can balance all that with reaching our goals, okay? Now, the next step in this process, once we figure out where we need to be calorie-wise, is going to be finding something that we enjoy to do that is physically demanding. If you look at the history of the world, there are these areas called blue zones where people tend to live over 100 years. And one of the common things among these blue zones is that people are physically active. So no, you're not gonna have the body of your dreams by just eating and sitting on a couch all day, okay? You need to focus on finding something that you enjoy. For some people, it can simply be going for a jog, going for a walk, maybe you like riding a bike, maybe you like doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, maybe you wanna do CrossFit, bodybuilding, whatever it is, find something that gets you excited. Yoga, for example, a boxing class, for example, anything that gets your heart rate elevated. Cardiovascular exercise is simply defined as a rhythmic activity that increases your heart rate. So you don't need to look at cardio as a bad word. Think of cardio as any activity that you enjoy doing on a regular basis, okay? And then we want to involve some type of resistance training. Why? Well, because adding lean body mass is very difficult. So don't worry about bulking, but it's going to change your body composition. It's actually going to increase your metabolism, allow you to look better and eat more if you carry a little bit more lean body mass. This overall approach to weight loss and weight management is going to be a much better approach than a crash diet where you go, I don't care how I do it, I'm gonna eat low calories, do tons of cardio, just get the weight off. I promise you, it's going to end up putting you in a worse position if you don't understand that you're changing your body for good when you do that. And you need to come out of that in a proper way. If you're already going through that process and you don't know how to handle it, look up some of my videos on reverse dieting. That will really help you understand that process. But just getting started, the most wonderful thing you can do, in my opinion, is download an app called Fat Secret. It's free. You just simply start plugging in the foods that you're eating on a daily basis. Don't change your habits. Don't get all judgy and think you need to eat perfectly for a few days. But just look at what you're eating and look at what your macronutrient breakdowns are. Then when you get my book, the free book, the beginner's guide, you can actually put your kind of calorie range into a macronutrient goal, okay? If you're eating 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 3,000 calories, you'll understand like maybe I should adjust my protein, carbs, and fats just a bit. Maybe I should take out some of these foods and replace them with others. That's really the best place to start. The most wonderful thing you can do for yourself is be accountable to yourself and start to understand, okay, this is what I'm taking in, this is what I'm doing, and understanding how that energy balance is going to help you work towards your goals. Don't crash diet just to get there, only to end up body fat overshooting and putting on more body fat than where you started. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me today. I'll talk to you tomorrow.